In this quick video, I wanted to show you something that I did to my motion sensing PIR light. I have several of these lights throughout my property, and I'm a big fan of them because you can put them anywhere you want, even a dark closet, and be assured of having light. And it can be a safety issue. Some places don't have electricity or power, and if you stumble in the middle of the night and trip over something, that's not good. These cheap little lights can actually save you from tripping and falling. And for that reason I have them stuck everywhere, including in my solar workshop. I currently use batteries and solar panels to light my solar workshop, but I am limited right now in battery capacity and the amount of light that I have. So when I come into the workshop, it's usually dark if it's at night and I can't see anything. So these little lights are fantastic. There's no light switch and they just detect motion, and if it's dark they will come on and they will save you a lot of trouble. Anyway, these lights have one big downside for me. When you have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of them, they have a battery that lasts about a month, give or take. Which means you now pick up a new chore. You have to go around and collect the lights periodically and charge them off of USB. This particular light has a USB port in it right in the side, and that's pretty convenient. But it's only convenient if you have 1 or maybe 2. When you have a lot of them, it starts to become inconvenient. So naturally, I started thinking a solar panel would solve the problem. It turns out these types of solar panels that have a USB connector on the back and a DC-DC converter built in can produce enough power to charge one of these PIR motion sensing lights, even if it's just daylight. In other words, some of them don't require direct sunlight to create a charging voltage on the USB port. So these kinds of solar panels give you tremendous flexibility in where you place your PIR lights. I have tested this solution for a while in my metal building, and it's working very, very well. I'll go ahead and move the camera and show you this solar panel installed with one of my lights. And keep in mind that it's only getting daylight. It doesn't really need anything more than that to generate enough power to actually charge the motion sensing light. So that doesn't mean you need to directly point it at the sun to keep your light charged. I like that because it opens up a lot of options in charging the light. Sometimes even having the panel near a window and not necessarily in the window is good enough. It all depends on the layout of your building and how you have it set up. There's one of the motion lights. It only runs when it's dark and there's motion detected. So when I come into my building at night, it keeps me from tripping or bumping into something. I light up my workshop with solar and batteries, so there's no light switch by the door. So when I come in, it's really dark, and it's pretty dangerous to walk into a place like this when it's dark. This light keeps me from bumping into something or tripping over something. There's the solar panel propped up in the window. It does not get very much sunlight, but it's enough to generate a USB voltage, and it's enough to put some charge into the motion detecting light. I believe the solar panel is about 2.5 watts, but it really doesn't take very much at all since the motion detecting light is almost never on. It doesn't stay on for very long, and it doesn't consume much power when it's in standby. With the addition of this tiny little solar panel, I will pretty much never have to charge my motion sensing PIR lights ever again. I like the fact that they are totally off the grid, totally independent, and pretty much require no maintenance or attention at all. For extra security, I could have 2 small solar panels and 2 lights running simultaneously, and I may do that in the future. Well, that's about it for this video. It's a short one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.